I'm going to guide us through a quick tapping sequence to help release the emotions that can get in the way of a sense of freedom. So what I'd like you to do is first think of this thing that's got you feeling not quite so free. And it could be anything in your life. It could be a person, it could be a responsibility, or maybe an actual physical object of some sort. Just whatever it is, think of that thing that's got you feeling less than free, and just feel in your body how it feels when you think about this thing interfering with your sense of freedom. So you might notice kind of like a heaviness on top of your head, or maybe it feels like your throat is constricting a little bit, or your shoulders feel like they're being pulled downwards in some way. Just see what's there for you, and then we'll start tapping on the side of the hand. So even though this thing has got me feeling not so free, I'm open to loving and accepting myself. Even though I've got this thing in my life and it feels like it's taken my freedom away in some way, I'm open to loving and accepting myself. Even though there's this thing in my life and it's got me feeling a little less than free right now, I'm open to loving and accepting myself. All right, and tap on the top of the head. This thing has got me feeling a little less than free. Tap on the eyebrow. Feels like my freedom's been taken away a little bit by this thing. Tap on the side of the eye. I feel like I've lost some of my freedom to this thing that I've got in my life. Tap under the eye. And I'm not very happy about losing my freedom. Tap under the nose and just notice if that feels true for you at all. Tap under the lips. I feel a little mad about losing my freedom even. Tap on the collarbone. I'm feeling kind of angry over losing my freedom. Tap under the arm. Maybe I'm even downright pissed off about losing my freedom to this thing in my life. Tap on the top of the head. I've lost some of my freedom to this thing and I'm angry about it. Tap on the eyebrow. I'm angry about losing some of my freedom to this thing. Tap on the side of the eye. I just feel so angry about losing my freedom. Tap underneath the eye. Feel angry and maybe a little bit sad too. Tap under the nose. Feel kind of sad that I've lost my freedom. Tap under the lips. I'm feeling a little bit sad that I don't have as much freedom as I want. Tap on the collarbone. I'm feeling sad about losing my freedom and maybe a little bit helpless too. Tap under the arm. I feel kind of helpless about the fact that I've lost my freedom to this thing. Tap on the top of the head. Just feel like I've lost some of my freedom and it's making me feel pretty helpless in a way. Tap on the eyebrow. Helpless and a little bit hopeless that I might get it back ever or have it in the first place. Tap on the side of the eye. Feel kind of hopeless, like I'll never have freedom because I've got this thing in my life taking it away. Tap under the eye. Feeling kind of hopeless about this. Tap under the nose. Feeling hopeless and discouraged about not having as much freedom as I want. Tap under the lips. Because I deserve to have my freedom. Tap on the collarbone. My freedom is really important to me, so it makes me sad if I lose it. Tap under the arm. I expect to have my freedom. I'm owed this. Tap on the top of the head. Freedom is just so important to me. I just deserve it and it's owed to me. Tap on the eyebrow. Freedom is my right. Tap on the side of the eye. So I'm not very happy about not having it because of this thing. Tap under the eye. And maybe I've got some bad feelings about this thing too, for taking away my freedom. Tap under the nose. And just notice if that feels true for you at all as well. I'll guide you through a few examples. Just make it your own though. Tap underneath the lips. You know, this thing has taken away my freedom and I'm kind of mad at this thing. Tap on the collarbone. I'm pretty pissed at this thing. At least a part of me is. Tap under the arm. Part of me is really, really angry with this thing for taking away my freedom. Tap on the top of the head. Feeling really angry at this thing and also frustrated by it for taking away my freedom. Tap on the eyebrow. Feeling angry and frustrated at this thing. Tap on the side of the eye. Maybe a little resentful too. Tap under the eye. I mean, this thing took away some of my freedom, so I'm pretty resentful towards it. Tap under the nose. I resent this thing for taking away my freedom. Tap under the lips. I've just got a lot of resentment for this thing because I lost my freedom to it. Tap on the collarbone. And you know what I've noticed is that there's definitely a part of me that is upset at this thing for taking away my freedom, but I think there's also still some part of me that kind of wants this in my life for some reason, at least. Tap under the arm and just notice if that feels true for you at all. Tap on the top of the head. So I'm feeling even less free because part of me kind of wants this in my life, and part of me is just like so mad about losing my freedom to it. Tap on the eyebrow, and this is just making me feel even less free. Tap on the side of the eye. I feel like I have no choices. Tap under the eye. I feel like no matter what I do, I lose in some way. Tap underneath the nose. And I feel like I've lost my power too. Tap under the lips. This thing has taken away my freedom and it makes me feel powerless. Tap on the collarbone. I feel just so powerless. Tap underneath the arm. I'm feeling pretty powerless because this thing has taken away some of my freedom. Tap on the top of the head. I'm feeling powerless and frustrated by this thing, angry at it. Tap on the eyebrow. And I've lost my freedom and I regret that. I'm kind of sad about it. Tap on the side of the eye. And I just feel so powerless and just yearn to have my freedom back. Tap under the eye. I'm yearning and longing for freedom. Tap under the nose. And I feel powerless without it. Tap under the lips. I feel so powerless. Tap on the collarbone. I'd like to open up to maybe some other possibilities. Tap under the arm. I don't feel like I have very many choices around this, and I'd like to open up to maybe the idea that there are more possibilities than what I can even see. Tap on the top of the head. Maybe even possibilities that are better than I can imagine and that I don't even need to dream up. Tap on the eyebrow. That sounds really good in theory, but I'm pretty sure I would need to dream them up and actually act them out. Tap on the side of the eye. Or maybe I don't. Maybe I can be open to whatever could be coming towards me for my highest and best good. Tap underneath the eye. Alright, but I still need to be in charge of it, right? Tap under the nose. I'd like to be open to the idea that maybe it'll just happen without me having to control anything. Tap under the lips. I don't think that's possible though. Doesn't sound very possible. Tap on the collarbone. Unless it is. Tap under the arm. And whether it's possible or not, either way I'd like to be okay and accept myself as I am. Alright, so just take a deep breath. And think back to that initial thing in your life that's had you feeling not so free. Just kind of picture that and feel how you feel now. I bet things feel a little lighter for you and have shifted somewhat. Sometimes we can have more options just by releasing those negative emotions that we've been holding on to and those limiting beliefs, and by kind of shifting that energy we'll see more possibilities open up, and just having more possibilities and more choices available to us that could seem like good choices, that can make us feel a lot more free just in and of itself.